Hey guys, in the previous session we have talked about dynamic secret engines, and right now what we're gonna do is we are talking about authentications. In any application or in any tool, authentication plays a vital role. Because, and when we are talking about secret management tool, it's very important that all the authentication is in the proper place, which means whether the human or machine, whenever it try to fetch the details at that point of moment, it should be authenticated. In the same manner, we had this Hashicorp Vault authentication mechanism. What we will learn over here is we're going to talk about the authentication vectors. In the same manner, we will take two types of authentication. One is the token authentication and one is the GitHub authentication. And we will see how the commands work for this both. So when we are talking about authentication methods, it's basically a paradigm component which is there in the world. In the previous session, we have shown a paradigm where the policies, the authentication method, and the secret engines plays a vital role while communicating with the human or machines. So it actually provides you the identity validation to your vault clients and make a responsible assignment uh, and do the perfect policies alignment with the authenticated client. So let's suppose your client is having a certain policies. So it get actually authenticated first, validated first, and the policy get attached to the specific login client. And there are many method which you can help to actually enable the authentication method and generate the login credentials. In the same manner, what you can see is that the HashiCorp provides you an effective way to actually manage the securities, because not only you can do it from the token based, but also from the PKI validations, passwords, or with the help of API keys or any cloud computing secret management methods. So this can be done. So one of our way is token based authentication. So in a dev mode or in a production mode, both mode, the token authentication is automatically enabled. And when you start a dev server, at that point of moment, you would be getting the root token. So to relate to it, let's go over here. Now here you can see the root token, right? So with this token, you actually can log in into the root user for the vault. Now to create a token, you just need to actually write a command. So I'll again go to our terminal, vault token create. So once this is done, there would be a metadata where you would be getting the token, the accessor name, and the duration to it, and the identity policy attached to it. Right now, the policy is attached as in root, but in the production, it doesn't work like that. You would be having each and every policies over there. So the root token can perform any operation within the vault because it's assigned the root policy. So one of the capabilities to create the token, as we have spoken in this manner. Now, there is another way. So we know about the SSO. So one of a way is via the GitHub authentication. So many users are having the GitHub credentials, right? So what we can do is we can actually have this vault enable with the GitHub. So let's hit the command first. So you can see the auth is currently having the token enabled. So we'll go vault auth enable and then the GitHub one, this one. So once you do that, you will get the GitHub is also enabled with a path GitHub. So once this is done, we will write the configs for the same. So Vault, right? We have done similar kind of thing in the dynamic secret engine, where we had our access key written out there, organization. So for organization, in my case, it was infocam. So now it has been written. So whenever I try to log in via the GitHub credential, at that point of moment, it would be authenticated successfully. So this is a simple way to authenticate. If you revisit the official website of Vault, at that point of moment, you gonna have a specific documentation on each and every authentication mechanism. So uh, you just revisit it and drop down any queries if there is, and we can solve you over the chats or over the forums. So that was all for the authentication mechanism and a quick thing over there. But you can go to the official document on the authentication thing, and you can find a more relevant documentation over there. In the next session, we're gonna talk about the policies and how to deploy the vault in the production. So thank you.